Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Welcome back to a very happy evening here at Common Sense and the Devil's Advocate. As always, I'm here with my giddy friend and co-host, Michael. Michael, how are things?
Oh, that beautiful. It's starting to chilling down for the fall weather, baby. Loving it.
Beautiful. And hello, fall. Now that we're knee deep in October, the season's here. Holidays scarily will be upon us before we know it. Time goes so fast. I know that in a blink of an eye, it's gonna be, what are we cooking for Turkey Day? How much money is gonna be spent on day after Turkey Day? It's domino effect this time of year. It goes so quickly. So Mike, in that spirit, I think it would be fun if we argue over two of the more delicious parts of this time of year. Yes. Mike,
Yes.
do you like to take a spoon and dig into a nice juicy piece of pie? Or do you want a big, fluffy, moist, fork frosting covered cake?
We're going there. Cake or pie, huh?
We're gonna go cake or pie. And,
Cake or pie. I'm passionate. I'm passionate, Joe. I'm going to take this one on the lead. So,
go for it.
sir, we're just going to go about cake is far superior to pie. I will die on this hill. Cake is epic. It's 3, 4, 5, 6 dimensional. Pie is 2. That's that. I win. All right, next subject.
Wow. I'm gonna be honest, I thought you were a pie person.
Negative.
I really thought you were gonna be. So, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna support your cake argument, especially not from the get-go.
Of
So,
course not.
let's talk about the versatility of you can make almost anything out of a pie. Not even just desserts, because you can make a shepherd pie, and it could be a dinner, dessert for dinner, you can have pie if you wanted to. I mean, I'm sure someone's made a cherry pie alcohol drink or something to go with it, but you can shepherd pie it, follow it up with a nice cherry pie or an apple crumb pie or let's go with a healthier version, strawberry rhubarb. You got that sweet and zingy zang zang. You ain't putting the sweet and zang strawberry rhubarb in a cake. That's gonna taste good. I've had some good cakes,
Challenge accepted.
but my birthday's next month, so hey, if you want to make me something like that, I'd be very curious. At least the next time that I come up to visit. So I'm gonna go for the starters. I think ice cream is good with cake. They pair well, I guess. Everyone just likes to always have ice cream when they have their cake for their birthdays and all that. Yeah, I'm not very rarely. I want the ice cream only if I want the ice cream.
Yeah, that's a whole separate issue.
Yeah. But
Well, I will agree with you that ice cream can go with both cake or pie.
but it
That
goes
is
way better with pie. With pie, ice cream is 1 billion times because in the
I'm gonna
beauty.
agree.
Okay, because you have to, I mean, warm apple pie with a
Oh,
good scoop of I mean, and now I'm thinking about it. Normally it's just vanilla, right? Or a good vanilla bean that you put on that. But imagine like a nice praline ice cream, or a nice, something with some pecan in it and caramel.
pecan.
You add that with it melts and becomes one with it is a new, I mean, they made a whole movie about pie for starters. Have you seen American Cake? I haven't. I'm sorry. Hey, come on.
It's the levity and the substance of it. I just
So
that's
it's like, okay, hold on. Here's my other version that I'm gonna go with pie. Okay. And don't let me take everything because I'm gonna make you defend pie for a little bit too, because I do have some cake love back there that I gotta talk about. All right. But pie can also be found organically throughout the entire year. Pick any holiday, there is a pie that you can associate it with. Okay. Now, granted, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna fight my own argument because there's something I want to say, but I'm not going to do it. But I mean, 4th of July, the most American holiday we have. Pie, 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 pie. How many people come on and be like, oh, let me bring a 4th of July cake to this party? And I'm sorry, trifle doesn't count. I'm not sorry. I'm not going to do trifle for that one because that's like
that's a
I don't even know
dessert.
what that is.
That's just a straight up
It's a
dessert.
straight up dessert, right?
Yeah.
You get cherry pie, you get apple pie, you're gonna get all the summer, peach pie, everything you get for that kind of year. Holidays are coming up, right? What do you got? Thanksgiving. You got pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, which they're amazing how close they are together. But personally, sweet potato for me, if it's made right, hands down better than any day of the week. Patty
100%.
LaBelle's Patty LaBelle's sweet potato pie recipe. My wife found it. It is fantastic. So
Oh,
good, so good.
I'm noting that.
Look it up. If not, I'll get it to you. You will love it. It is amazing. You know my wife, she hates fruits and stuff like that. She
Mhm.
thinks pumpkin pie is disgusting. Made this one time and she loves it to death. It's crazy, crazy. Everybody loves it.
I am a preference of sweet potato pie over pumpkin myself.
A good pumpkin, I get it, but it's like, people nowadays on the pumpkin note, for pumpkin pie, because people are diehard for it sometimes, especially if it's got the right consistency. Cool Whip, oh, that's another one. Cool Whip whipped cream. You ain't putting that on cake. You got to put frosting on to add to your cake.
Which I would like to interject here about the pumpkin pie.
Mm.
That could go back to the things that are overrated, where I was mentioning traditions in our one of our previous podcasts. Some people just do pumpkin pie because it's tradition, even though they don't like the shit. Just saying.
I'm not, I'm not going to disagree. Again,
Just saying.
I saw, you know what? I saw a meme recently because it's that time of the year where the meme out there says, "Oh my goodness, it's pumpkin spice season. By the way, have you ever smelled the inside of a pumpkin? It smells like, a wet rhinoceros's butthole. It's disgusting.
I know what it smells like to me, but we're going to
They're
kind of
gross. Oh,
keep this
oh.
PG.
But in the inside of a pumpkin is not a smell that you wanna have, 1, to eat, and 2, even running around your house. The meme was, "No, you like nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, nothing pumpkin related. Some things that might allspice, things that might throw in a pumpkin pie, but you don't want the actual pumpkin. They gross."
No.
But I'm going with mass versatility when it comes to the pies. Pick a time of year, and I'll give you a pie.
I will agree with that. So we'll go. Let's build on your argument. So Christmas. You can have what kind of pie do you have for Christmas?
Well, unfortunately, you're right. People seem to go back to pumpkin and and apple pies for Christmas. Christmas is just like a make a dessert type of deal. Any pie works.
Right.
Personally, and again, this goes against some of the norms out there. When I think of desserts for Christmas, I'm not thinking either one of these two. I'm thinking
Nah, cookies.
Christmas cookies and fudge, baby. That's yeah. I want
So we'll leave
diabetes
Christmas out there.
and comatose.
But we still have the traditional pie at Christmas. And that could be, like, as you put it, any pie. All
Yeah,
right,
any
so
kind.
Easter, you've got your berry pies, and
Yeah, yeah.
the 4th of July, you've got apple pie because it's all American apple pie.
I mean, blackberry, cherry, there's so many options that time of year because fruit's
Right.
out.
So,
That's
Joe,
too
I have
versatile.
a question. For these celebrations, could you
Oh, no, here it goes.
make a pie look like the American flag?
I mean, maybe, like, after a battle and the flag is a little messy,
For
but no.
Christmas, Joe, could you make a pie look like a beautiful Christmas tree? Huh? Huh?
Okay, there is no is it what is it? Is it cake? There's no is it pie out there?
So, Joe,
Oh.
let me titillate you with the whole super excessive dark chocolate cake with a thin mint,
Oh.
creamy fondant layer in the center, fudge even, if you may. On top of that, with a green colored fondant with beautiful decorations for a centerpiece. You can't do that with pie. Every filling you can put in pie, you can put in cake. Just layer it, baby. And you can go chocolate, vanilla, raspberry, blueberry, strawberry, rhubarb, apple, then another thing of dark chocolate, that's some more vanilla, little bit of fondant. I win. I win hands down. Cake is probably the most versatile dessert as far as decorative, flavor, deliciousness, and pairing with ice cream and coffee, mind you.
Oh, okay, see, you took the secret. Now granted,
I'm
pie
I'm
I mean, both of them are delicious for breakfast, especially with
Mhm.
coffee. Now granted, I'm a super, super sweet tooth, as you know.
Oh, I
You
know.
know, when you say cake, I think about, my as I call it, my Willy Wonka cake that my wife makes me for my birthday every year.
Oh, I don't know about this cake.
Well, I can't tell you why we call it or well, why my brother and I call it Willy Wonka cake because I'm going clean tonight. So
Got you.
I'll tell you offline. But pretty much it is a super decadent, moist, usually double, sometimes triple layer chocolate cake. No fondant. Sorry, Mike. I love you. Fondant's great for holding stuff together, making it pretty, but it's
It's got its
disgusting.
place.
It's not tasty. It's not tasty,
It's
personally.
got its place. I agree.
So, but when my wife makes this cake, I think she actually puts, like, applesauce in with the mix to make it super moist along with some other stuff. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in it, right? A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But part of what's in it is it's always chopped up dark chocolate.
Look at you.
Okay, and as she's baking it, right, then she cooks it in, she mixes it all nice, and so you bake this thing, and then she puts it together, and usually before she switches it up every now and then on me, but before she then decides to ice it with a delicious, nice chocolate rich chocolate icing, she pokes some holes in that bad boy, she pours some Kahlua in there just to give it some extra moisture, sweet Kahlua love,
Oh.
not enough to, to really make it drunky, but enough to just get that little bit of out there. And then chocolates it up. So nice, good homemade frosting. And how do you top something like that?
And so therefore you agree with me. You can't do that with pie.
That I'm very hungry. Well, hold on. You top it
You can't
with
do that with
more.
pie.
You top it with more Reese's cups. But Reese's peanut butter pie has become a pretty big thing out there. But
I
is it as
recently I recently made a Reese cup cheesecake for mine and my son's birthday.
ooh? Where does cheesecake fall? Is that like the
Cheesecake is a
abomination of the
very
two?
No, no, no. Cheesecake is in its own category, only because it takes a lot more technique, skill, timing. It's in its own world.
What
It's
about
not
no
just
bake?
the hmm?
What about no bake cheesecake?
I
Blasphemy yet?
call I'm gonna tell you straight up, no bake cheesecake is bullshit.
It's more of
I'll
a
eat
pie.
it, I'll eat it, but that's more like pudding to me. I just
Yeah, you're right. It's a pudding cheesecake pie. Pudding pie, though,
It's a hack.
it is, but it's delicious.
I will appreciate it, not saying that. I'm just saying if you're gonna put it against a New York style cheesecake that I've spent hours and or actually a
Oh, no
day or
chance.
2 on, yeah. No, it doesn't e it's not even gonna put on the same shelf. So, yeah.
As
Ooh.
it should not be.
But no, cheesecake is left out of this equation. This is specifically a crust pie, preferably just a dessert realm, or a dessert cake. So my argument is cake is a better, more versatile dessert only because anything you can put in a pie, you can fill inside layers of cake and it be absolutely delicious. Not only that, you don't have the lame one-dimensional crust. You can pick your flavor. You can make your cake strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, caramel. Yeah, I mean, it's endless. It's endless.
He's killing me, people.
And not to mention, can you make an R2D2 cake out of a pie? I did that. I
I'm
can't
gonna
do that
try.
with pie, Joe. I can't do that with pie.
Have you tried?
I don't even know where to begin. Can it be
Chat G
done? Probably. Is it going to be messy and am I going to slam my head against the wall? Probably.
challenge number 2 for you then. Now so the one problem I have with pushing on the pie realm too much, because again, in my opinion, you give cake versatility. Yes, I give pie it's
Flexibility.
thank you. It's available any time of the year. It is you can find a pie that works for everything depending on any time of the year that you've got. But if you're celebrating something, like you are heralding someone's marriage, a birth, a birthday, a retirement, any of those things, it's always a cake.
I know, right?
Um, granted, oddly enough, my daughter wanted apple pie for her birthday last year, and, I mean, I looked at her like she grew a third eye, but, hey, okay, whatever, and she's a chocoholic too, so I didn't
There is
get
no
it.
judgment. There's no judgment here because my wife makes my mother-in-law an apple pie every year for her birthday. So that is just a preference. I mean, everybody has their loves, but my wife makes a mean ass apple pie and I adore it. But do I wish I was eating cake at the same time? Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
I will admit, there are most times when I'm eating pie, I'm like, "Yeah, this is good," but cake sounds way better. And it's very tough for me to go against Kyle MacLachlan in Twin Peaks because the man loved a damn good pie and a good cup of coffee.
And there's a reason why I feel that pie sells better on film because it looks better on film.
It's usually fake also.
Yeah. And it stands better to hours of being left out. And you're not
Very,
going to
very
food
true.
poison everybody.
Yep. Alright, Mike.
All
I
right,
give it to
well,
you.
Joe, I've got a second realm.
Oh,
So, along
okay,
with
what else
pie
you
and
got?
cake,
Pie?
let's delve
Caking?
into the realm of something we've discussed before in the past. Is what you tickled my ear with is holiday decorations, Joe.
Ooh, this is a fun one.
Holiday decorations. How
Okay.
soon is too soon, and how much is too much, or how late is too late, how little is too little? Are you in abundance of holiday decorations? Are you blow it out? Are you empty the bank account and throw everything to the window and forget your 401k and your IRAs? Or are you like, I'm gonna put a pumpkin on the porch?
Okay, Mike. So I find this to be a very interesting one, especially if you happen to live in, say, an HOA type area where they try to regulate that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, they try to regulate or they regulate how, only 2 weeks before and it's gotta be done X days, after, has to be removed, right? Type of deal. Come on, it's my house, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I have a belief, personal, let's go with that, because a belief is kind of a stupid way to use it. I think your dog's got a view on this one. The mailman sucks.
She's got opinion on a lot of shit in her old age.
Oh, yeah. Oh, our dog will be 10 tomorrow. Speaking of cakes, she will not get there will be no birthday pie for our dog. It'll be a cake of some sort.
It could be a cookie too.
Well,
A, do-
yes,
a
yes,
doggy
yes,
cookie.
yes. So it's this time of year. It is early October. Personally, I believe starting October 1, you can put up Halloween decoration because Halloween is just to me, is a happy festive time. I see it as kind of the kickoff to the holiday season. It's, children love it. People love it. Everyone gets into spooktacular type stuff. And I just think it's a good giddy time of the year. Now, granted, for some people, they do go crazy. And I appreciate that. I would say, crazy is awesome. Just have a little bit of control so that you're not lighting up your neighbor's house National Lampoon style, after 11 o'clock at night or something like that, right? I think for me, that's the only caveat is you can go big, you can go obnoxious, but take note of your surroundings and at least the time frame that you keep it going. You got tons of lights.
Okay.
Again, it goes so that's Halloween, that's Christmas. And personally, I think like we put stuff up for Halloween. We love it. I think we actually do more in the house than outside just because of the stuff we have. It's great to see. It's fun to see, all that. I love it. But come Christmas, like I would put stuff up sooner than later, but I do hold back and wait till after Thanksgiving, just more so I don't get the stink eye from my wife than anybody else. Oh, that Christmas is where I live now. We've gone bigger and bigger every year with what we've done outside. Like the last 2 years, me and my next door neighbor have actually combined forces for decorating, and now we're gonna try and extend it out. And when you see kids come by and they love what they see and they enjoy it, it's like Christmas decorations with lights is like giving out a holiday present for, 4 or 5 months or not months, what 4 or 5 weeks out of the year. Now
Well, my question with your Christmas decorations though is because you do
yes, bring it.
live in a warmer climate than I do.
Yeah,
When is the earliest you guys start? Because you do live in a warmer climate than I do. Up here, demographically, astrological, what's it like, geographically is the word I'm looking
geographically.
for. It makes sense for us to start earlier than it would be you. How early is too early for Christmas decorations for you and yours on your street? When do
Mm.
you guys start? Because we both know that this stuff is a lot of work
Oh, it
and a
is, it is.
lot of hours. So
Yeah.
when do you guys usually start placing this stuff? And when would you say, "Whoa, Bo, that is too early. Hold back."
Okay, if I don't wanna see Christmas before definitely not before November, okay?
Okay.
I mean, it's already out in the stores now, but
Sure.
we've got accustomed to seeing it after 4th of July, practically. So, that doesn't surprise me, but I mean, even
When do you and your neighbors start
right
combining
around
forces?
Thanksgiving, right around Thanksgiving. Usually
Really?
it's depending on how early or late Thanksgiving is. I think it might be a little late this year, so maybe we'll do it right before Thanksgiving. But that's me. I think a lot of people are like, what's the big thing now? Don't Christmas my Thanksgiving or whatever, that kind of stuff. I know people freak out though when they see stuff before one holiday but people don't like to see holidays leapfrogging each other. So if you were to follow that, you would have Halloween up until say November. Take your stuff down. I mean, 'cause I really, honestly, Halloween stuff looks cool, but after Halloween, it's kind of passe. Why? And then you've got, I'd give you the whole month of November to fall it up instead of just saying Thanksgiving, right? Because
Harvest.
it's a color scheme. It's not even a turkey and all that. It's not like we're pushing any specific visual agenda like we do for other holidays. And I guess, and personally, if you're not, some people aren't even Christmas decorations. So depending on what part of the country you live in or what you really care about, I think you could get away with anything fall related until the first week of January. 'cause it's cold, the leaves are down most places. Fall is yes, you're creeping into winter, but the vibe goes with it. And just like, Christmas decorations, I could say there's never too early. I would leave my Christmas tree up all year round if I could get away with it.
Well, I'm
It
also
is
talking to a man that had a palm tree for a Christmas tree one year, so
I still got
yeah,
it.
I know you do.
It's the upstairs tree. See, my thing when it comes to Christmas, the outside lighting is a fun thing to do for everybody else. Yeah,
That's the neighborhood.
you wanna go out and see it, it's great, it's gorgeous, but you're not gonna, like, stare at it. Once you plug in that Christmas light and you turn off, it's like you're ready to go to bed and it's the only thing on in the house. It's like a warm, fuzzy blanket. No, it just looks so peaceful and inviting that I would not shame anybody for leaving a Christmas tree up year round. It's indoors, so it's not gonna bother anybody outside. At least it shouldn't. If it does, that's your problem.
Mhm,
Get
yeah.
over it. Leave my house.
S
Okay, so how about you? Now
so
you're gonna
my
blame
my
the cold weather. Hold on.
oh, no?
You're gonna blame the cold weather for putting your Christmas lights up, in July.
Negative.
Okay, just
Negative.
making sure.
So let's start with Halloween because I do agree with you on one point. So Halloween is definitely the starting of the holiday season. It's always been that kickoff holiday where the warm apple cider and spiked with some vodka is just epic or some rum. But I am okay with seeing my neighbors or myself putting up their Halloween decorations the day after Labor. So start September,
Wow.
start
Okay.
placing that stuff out because as we get older, the one thing I have noticed is time is getting shorter and shorter by our schedules, our lives, times with our friends, family, and everything like that, even time with our kids because of the way it is now. It's so minuscule. Like,
Condensed.
yeah, I'll see because the things he's into, the things I'm into, and things my wife's into, it all breaks down to a matter of minutes, not hours, not days. So if anybody can get an extra day of enjoyment out of something, I don't think it's ever crossed my mind to scoff anybody to start putting out pumpkins and Halloween decorations the day after Labor Day. Now before then, you might be pushing it a little. It's like, okay, dude, let's get past the summer. Labor Day is that marker. That's that marker that gives us into fall. End of summer, beginning of fall, even though it's not. But
Okay,
put out
okay.
put out your spiderwebs and purple lights. Christmas decorations, as you said, Halloween has its place. The 31st, wipe your hands of it.
Oh,
Still
no.
do you could still do like the harvesty stuff, the corn stalks, the pumpkins, the squashes, and all that stuff. That's beautiful. But if you want to move in to holiday lights and Christmas joy on November 1st, have at it. It is who of you to want to enjoy any season you can for as long as you can, for as much time as you can tolerate it. That said,
Alright.
that said, I will say that after because my wife does a wonderful job at decorating, she
She
blows my
does.
mind every year, and I'm just like, "I didn't even know we had this stuff." I'm like, "Where did we get that?" She's like, "Don't ask questions." I'm like, "Alright." So, but when it comes down every year, it's a little sad because all
Yes.
that, glitter and gold is gone, and you've seen it since November 1st, and this has happened in my house. We've had it from November 1st till, like, January 4th. And that was fine, but there's something about when the decorations come down. It's like a rebirth of your house, and it's weird. The emptiness is almost like a psychological break of all the craziness of what is the holidays.
Yeah.
So, I think because time is not on anybody's side, that the holidays, within reason, like I said, at least wait till after Labor Day to put up your jack-o'-lanterns and your scary skull guys, within
Okay.
reason. I'm not a Friday the 13th front yard guy. I'm more of a Snoopy, where's the great pumpkin kind of guy when it comes
Okay,
to
but
outdoor decorations for families. But that could be another debate. But yeah, I must say within reason of the holiday season, only because Christmas falls in that area of like you said, glitter in the face, the blanket of warmth of
mhm.
happiness. Put it up November 1st. Have at it. Kick its ass. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll agree with most of that. I mean, Labor Day's a little early for me, but again, to each their own. It's not something I care about either. Do you, right? And if celebrating if you want to have that 25-foot skeleton and dress him up for every holiday out the year, and I say go for it as long as you're creative enough with it, right? But the taking down part, I mean, yeah, you call it the rebirth of your house, like you're getting it back. You're getting a
Yeah.
new one. To me, that's the worst part of the whole process. Like, I see it as a
Physically or
sad
mentally?
mentally, it's a sad event because it's like, it's all over. What? Now there's not, all the holidays are gone. Why do we have to mix them all into the last couple months of the year? What am I waiting for now? It's like, yeah, I don't I don't enjoy, and it's not the time consumingness of taking it down. I don't enjoy the removal of the holiday.
I agree with that only on the physical aspect and the mental aspect of it, only because it's mentally taxing to find out when remembering where all this stuff went.
Go and has to go back to. But it's not, it's such a I think the biggest problem with the holidays is it's such a nice lead up. You have a lot of time with holiday, or you're decorating or taking it in, you're enjoying it. You're spending time with, family and friends, having good food. All you can think about is, "Oh, I gotta get rid of all this good food come the new year and make up a lie of a resolution that no one follows," right? Yeah, exactly. Join the gym 6 more times for
Yes.
3 days. But you have it's that huge buildup, and then it's done. Because, it's like it's like sex, but there's no cuddle or cigarette afterwards. It's like just,
Hey,
being
that's another debate.
pushed out the door. You've got the lead up to it. You've got all the happy intimacy of the holidays and everything, the joy. And then, because when you take down the end of that, you don't do it over a multi-day process like when you set it up. Because you're setting it up is also not like something you wake up in the morning. Most people, your wife's
Most
a little
people.
different, but there are people out there that go crazy, on a single day. And they just pull it all out and go to the hill, right?
That's my wife.
But I mean, but inside and outside, that's the other thing
No,
is
no,
when
no.
you
I pretty much she guides me through the outside and I just
okay.
implement it.
So, but that's again, so you're a couple different time frames. Maybe all that's broken up over a weekend or a week or whatever. But it's I'm
About a
saying is,
week.
and it changes. So it's a gradual-ish build up to the prep, the enjoyment, the holiday itself. And then it's say January 4th, let's put all this away. And it's just rip it down and put it away as fast as possible. And then it's done. There's no, so that's the I think that's kind of where I see that mental just the bubble pop. You're like, "Oh,
I see that, but
no,
I
that's
almost it's almost stepping into a ring. I don't know if I wanna if I never really thought about.
good."
And only because that I'll be honest, and I'm gonna drop an F bomb here. That's pretty fucking sad.
You never thought about it that way?
Now I'm like, the Christmas is going away.
Is it gonna go away less when, like, there's no kids in the house, Like, the other thing is, it's also a time of the year for some people that they only see certain people, possibly that
Yeah.
time of the year, because that's the only time they're able to schedule in the travel for that,
Yeah, that's
you know
100%. Yeah.
So, for many years, friends like you, I would only see when I would come back home for the holidays.
True.
And
Very
then it'd be
true.
like, "Alright, see you in a year, maybe."
Yeah. Yeah, depending on what we got going on.
So, it's part of it is that, you have a lot of that stuff that you look forward to, and then again, once it's over, because just like you said, and a lot of this, I think a lot of this does go right along with how fast life moves the older you get. 'Cause, the busier you are, the busier your children are, the busier your friends are, everything just it's a domino effect of how fast your time goes. Wake up, work, do a couple things, go to bed, rinse, repeat over and over. And we like to use the holidays as that time, it's when everyone takes their vacation and does all this and, and all that, and they see the people and they have all that fun. That's when you think you're a more of an adult than you really are, and you say, "What we should get together in the middle of the year." And you never do, or you rarely do. It's like that friend where you're like, "Why don't we hang out more often? We should get together every other week." And then you don't see him again for 4 months. You're like, "What
Yeah.
is wrong with us?" So again, it's that you have that lead up, and then it's like, there's a lot of that reminder of why do I not do X, Y, and Z more often?
True.
And then you continue to remind yourself every year and smack yourself in the back of the head.
Which brings me to the point, as we were stating jokingly earlier, the people that wanna leave their Christmas lights up all year, and some of them still turn them on in my neighborhood, there's a couple of them. Have at it. If that's what warms the cockles of your heart,
Go for it.
rock it. It might be tacky as shit for your neighbors to look at multicolored Christmas lights in July, but It's all on perspective. So
right?
as
What's
long
the
as you're
harm?
celebrating something and you've got something to celebrate, that's the way to rock it.
That that is well said. As long as you've got something to celebrate, and even if you don't, you probably do. You just need to find it.
Hell
We all do.
yeah.
There's always something, and celebrate it. Don't knock it till you
Don't
tried it.
squander it. Don't
No,
squander it.
that's why I love the, permanent, house lighting that's up. I can have any color lighting I want whenever I want for any holiday or just for fun. "Oh, I wanna be
Which, by the
Christmas."
way, is in my future plans when we get to the outside.
Oh, I'm telling you, Mike, I got tired of climbing up on 2nd stories and then hiring people to get on 2nd stories, and
Hell yeah.
I finally said, "This is a waste of money." "No, it's not." My neighbors got it, and I'm like, "You guys are fools." 6 months later, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing it," and I love it now. It's a
Oh,
fun
yeah.
thing to
Yeah,
do.
I showed several of my acquaintances and friends those pictures, and they're like, "That's pretty freaking cool." I'm
You can
like,
have
"Yeah, right? We need to do this."
And when you do the math with what you're actually spending on lights and to put up and take down and all that
I
jazz,
would have
it
to say
doesn't
every
take long.
year we spend probably at least a couple $100 just on LED lights because they don't last when you store them as long as they say they will. So
Yeah,
you're buying at least 100 to $200 in LED lights every year to make your house festive. Not and like you said, not for you, it's for your neighbors, the
yeah,
kids driving down the street, the families that like to drive around and look at the Christmas lights.
yeah. It's for you the moment you put it up, because don't get me wrong, I love putting up Christmas lights. It's a blast
Yeah.
going out there, especially, again, if you get together with your neighbor. Like, when we do this stuff, we
Oh
drinking,
yeah.
we're out there having fun, you got music, and you go into it. You enjoy it all out.
Oh
And
yeah.
it looks great, it's like when you do, like when you build something, right? You stand back, you're like, "Ah, I did that. That looks beautiful."
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
I'm done. Christmas lights. I made my house look bright and happy.
Yep.
Okay, I'm
And
going
it
inside.
and let's be honest, we drive around going, "My shit looks better than theirs." There is a sense of arrogance to it. It's like, "Yeah,
Of
that's right.
course,
You guys didn't put any effort towards that
right?
stuff."
And then you drive by that one house, you're like, "Damn,
Oh,
that
yeah,
guy
like,
got skills."
if that dude's got skills and I pony up.
Yeah, and money. Yeah, he dropped on it, and he don't care.
It's like, "Man, I coulda retired on what you guys spent on this front yard."
What's his electric bill?
LEDs anymore, bro, hey, that's even yeah. You could put 4 times as many LEDs out as you can incandescent bulbs, and your needle won't even move,
And you can
which is
use
beautiful.
Well, and the fact that you can get, like, strings of lights now that are hundreds of feet long. So
Oh, yeah.
instead of having a daisy chain 20, 30 stands, it's like 2,
Yeah. 2
it's great.
2 300 light strands.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's a long lot of lights.
Alright,
Well,
well,
alright,
tonight,
Mike.
we touched on cake and pie, we touched on holiday
Yeah,
decorations. What is your love? What is your dislikes? What do we wanna do in closing here, Joe?
I wanna say, make me you get in the kitchen and make me a pie, Mike.
Want me to make
I'm
you a Reese cup cheesecake?
mm, I
You're gonna
actually
get
think,
you'll get diabetes, trust me.
uh,
We all had
the
it, it was delicious, but damn, you will get diabetes.
no, I still gotta I gotta make sure I gotta, like, cut 15 pounds before my birthday cake because when I eat it, like I know we're wrapping up here, Mike, but I'm like that. When we make that cake and my wife, like, we start cutting out pieces when we invite people over, I give her the side eye. I'm like, "Don't that's a big piece. I need to have at least 2 pieces for tomorrow. I need my breakfast chocolate, coffee piece, and then my why am I eating this in the middle of the day? I don't care, it's delicious piece." I
Because what all adults need to start learning and understanding is we went from birthdays to birthday weekends to birthday weeks. And now we're coming up in the age where it might even be considered birthday months. So that's another subject for another time.
Running out of time. But yes, Mike, I think what we found is you can have your cake and pie and eat it too. Cake is a little more superior. There's a reason why it has TV shows, many, many of them.
Oh yeah.
They may not make a movie about cake, but they don't need to. The
It
holiday
lives on its
time,
own.
yes, you do everything you want to do for holidays. Try not to be too obnoxious. Like I said, go all out, but just put a time.
Match your neighbor's energy.
Yes, put a time frame on it. Put a time frame on it. Use a little bit of common sense is all I'm saying. Just a
Yeah, if
little
your
bit.
neighbor's doing Snoopy, don't go Friday the 13th thing Freddy Krueger.
I mean, come on. People liked it. But
Think
yeah,
about the kids.
Yes, yes, yes. Think about the kids because, just like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is for the kids, baby. All right, listen, everybody. This one's all about being fun, have a little bit of silly, but it's all things you're going to agree and love. Follow us, like us. Send us a comment somewhere on Facebook if you want to come on here and argue something or you want us to argue anything in particular. We got some fun stuff in the coffers, I think, over the next few weeks as we get into the holiday season,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's gonna be more fun coming and more people that we can argue with besides just the 2 of us, and I think it's gonna be some good old times.
Hell yeah. Done. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Michael, have a good night.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.